And we can definitely tell your fire and passion in the ring because prior to you arriving in AEW, the AEW women's division wasn't in the best place. And there's two signings that really changed the trajectory of the women's division, which is you and Thunder Rosa. And you guys really made people take women's wrestling seriously in AEW, because every single time there's a Serena Deeb match, you have to watch it, like, because it's going to be good, like every single time. There's some truth in when people say that, like, yes, you are the best AEW women's wrestler, but how did you become so technically adept at wrestling as well? Yes.
I really appreciate what you just said. Thank you so much. Thank you, truly.
Yeah.
And yeah, kudos to Thunder Rosa, like great wrestler. In 8 years, I think she's become just one of the best female wrestlers in the world. Like, how incredible, how cool, how admirable, everything. So yeah, respect to Rosa, firstly, but you know, I consider myself very blessed and very lucky to have trained at OVW. I trained under Rip Rogers, Al Snow, Jim Cornette, Danny Davis, like all these old school. The business was different, and you had to really earn. You had to earn your name, even. Like, I was called the girl for like 6 months. Like I was just anonymous. Like I didn't. I had to earn it. I had to earn. And then once I earned the nickname Deebs, I mean my last name is Deeb, but like Rip, one day it went from the girl to Deebs because I was working my ass off, and I was honestly like better than all the guys. That was my, like, I was just, my work ethic, like, I think like gained that respect from people that don't give out respect very easily, like from that generation. They don't, especially like as a woman too, like it was different then. So I'm really fortunate that I had the training from those greats and those legends. That there's a lot of wrestling schools all over the world, but the time and place that I was at OVW was so perfect, and I'm so grateful for that chapter. So that was amazing. Also, I mean, I wrestled all over the world, different, Japan 7 times. I spent 3 months there, all over Japan. Like, you learn different styles. You incorporate this, you incorporate that. You take something from someone and you make it yours, and it's a constant learning and growing process. But I think traveling, like, I tell a lot of young wrestlers this, like, you have to get out of where you are. If you're stuck in a certain region, like, you have to get out. You have to, because you have to learn from other people. You have to learn different styles. Mexico, Puerto Rico. I mean, like, I went to all these places, Japan, like Europe. I mean, it's really important because you learn these styles, and it just you grow as a wrestler and as a human, and they're tied together. I also think, and I'll tie this answer up very quickly, but I also think coaching really helped me, because I coached at WWE for almost 3 years, 2-3 years, and coaching first of all, you have to really know how to like protect your students, and like you have to, you know, really be focused, like have your eye on every little detail, everything. Um, the attention to detail that I learned while coaching and producing and continue to learn at AEW, because I still produce, you know, produce there. And when you're on headset and you're just like, you're learning like exactly what the director and the producer need, and all these things, like all these little details like that. If I was just a wrestler, maybe I wouldn't have gotten like the blessing of learning all of those details. But now I have such an attention to detail, and I bring that to my matches.
Yeah.
And it's honestly only increasing. Like it almost becomes obsessive, where you're like, oh well, no, that one like foot was in the wrong place, or arm was, you know, like it's, I think it's the attention to detail that has made a lot of the greats great. You know, the Bret Harts, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like these like, you know, yeah, I mean, there's so many names to list, but like attention to detail. Wrestling is very detailed, and if one thing is off, it can just go bad, or it's just not right, you know?
Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. But anyway, goodbye, you jobbers.